This week in the field, Soberanes Point in Big Sur, California. Hi everyone, I'm Scott Davenport. Welcome to In the Field. Thanks for joining me today. Going out to Big Sur this week. And why Big Sur? Well, it's because I just announced a spring 2019 workshop for Big Sur. If you're interested in joining me and a few of your fellow photographers in this incredibly beautiful place, stop the video, head over to my website, put your name on the reserve list. It's like saving your place in line. I'm expecting this workshop will fill quickly, so the video will be here when you come back. Go ahead and get over there and get your name into the hat. So I want to just get you out there and show you the footage here. And as you'll see, one of the challenges was dealing with the wind. So let's have a look. I have got to get myself back here at sunset. I'm standing up here on Soberanes Hill. I'm holding the camera with two hands because it's windy. Hopefully you're getting some of this audio here, but man, it is worth the payoff. Finding a spot that is safe to work in the high winds, because there's some pretty sheer cliffs here. But, the wildflowers are still in the hills, great sea stacks, beautiful coastline, got some clouds in the sky. All in all, I mean, you can't ask for more. I'm set up using a polarizer since the sun is to camera left, and a challenge is balancing the very windy conditions which are moving these flowers around quite a bit with trying to get a little bit of drag on the ocean. I'm taking several different shots, varying the ISO, so I'm getting some crisp flowers. I even slid in a 4-stop filter to get about a 1 second or so drag on the water, just to soften it up a little bit. I don't want it to be super smooth. That would it just wouldn't feel right for this scene, at least in my opinion. The light's starting to fade already as the marine layer is swallowing things up. Getting little bits of peaks in there. I'm going to compose one more shot like this, a little bit longer, maybe in the 50 to 60 second range. Get a little bit of drag in that water. There's some pretty cool V shapes in there. And then try another vantage, get a little bit more action before the light's completely gone. The wind was really the big factor for this particular outing. Soberanes Point, it juts out off the land there, and so it's relatively exposed compared to the rest of the coastline. So the flowers are moving around a whole lot, made the surf kind of choppy, so the ocean itself looked okay, but I wanted to get a little bit of smoothness out on that water, so it was not drawing the eye away from the flowers and the nice rolling hills. And so, as you saw, I took a couple of different frames, and in one case, slid a filter in and took a little bit of a longer exposure. I'll show you two of the unprocessed, photos right out of camera. Here's the one where you can see that the foreground is nice and crisp. All the flowers are reasonably still, but the ocean's got a whole bunch of chop to it. And if I go to the second photo, the flowers here, these are all moving around. They're all fuzzy. You can see it really right in this area here. Let me turn a little cursor thing right in this area here. But the ocean looks more pleasing. It's kind of just becoming contextual. So later this week in post, we're going to take both of these photos, put them together so we get the crisp foreground with the softer background, and craft the overall scene using these component elements. If you're dealing with a scene that has motion and there's certain parts of the scene you want to have crisp, and there's other parts that you don't mind that motion to have things a little bit smooth, take different exposures. Take one that's a shorter exposure time, take one that's a longer exposure time. And as long as you're doing that within, a minute or two and the lighting isn't changing drastically, you'll be able to blend those together in post to get the elements you want crisp, and the elements you want soft. And I'll show you what we do with these photos later this week on In Post. That will do it for this week's In the Field. Hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, please let me know somehow. Comments on the video below. Questions about photography. Again, if you want to get in on that workshop, head over to my website, get your name on the list. I am expecting that to fill up pretty darn quickly. And until next time, my name is Scott Davenport. Happy shooting.